Hi everyone, today I want to share with you my answers to the zero waste tag. Special thanks to Snapshots of Simplicity for creating this tag, and to Nicole Celeste for tagging me. Nicole has an amazing channel on minimalism and zero waste and all these sorts of things. I used to go to high school with her and she's a really awesome, smart person, so I definitely recommend checking out her channel. The first question is, what got you started? So back when I was living in Malaysia, I somehow ended up on Bea Johnson's blog, and I think I was looking at one of her capsule wardrobe articles, and I just happened to notice somewhere, maybe it is in the URL, that is zero waste home, and I started thinking, zero waste, what's that? And it wasn't long before I found the picture of the jar, and I just had to know more because I didn't even realize it was possible to create that little waste in a year. And if you're not familiar, basically her entire years of waste fits into one jar. As I looked into it further, I realized there was not actually that many changes I would have to make because I was already eating mostly whole foods, I was already trying to compost, I was making my own products because I hate plastics and I was trying to avoid chemicals. So it definitely piqued my interest and I slowly started taking more steps towards this zero waste lifestyle. Of course, I move around a lot and that in of itself is not zero waste. So I kind of forgot about this while I was in Australia, and since coming to Japan, I got into it again. I read her book for the first time. Japan already has a culture of using things and appreciating things for a long time and not just throwing things away. Now, zero waste isn't a term I would use to describe myself yet. I'm very much new on this journey, but I am just continually trying to make progress and swapping out things for reusable items, reducing plastic anywhere that I can. My goal is to reduce 80% of my waste, and then once I reach that goal, to kind of reevaluate and decide how much further do I want to go with this lifestyle. The second question is, what is the most memorable moment? And I kind of have a story for this one. So early on, I decided I wanted to try this glass straw, and I asked my husband if he would like one too because I was already ordering it, and international shipping is quite expensive and it wouldn't be that hard to put another one in. And he really joked with me about it, like, no, why would I waste my money on that? It's just so stupid, it's gonna break, this is ridiculous. So anyways, I still got my straw and I used it for the whole time I was in Malaysia, which is over a year, and it came with me to Australia and it's here with me in Japan now, and I have just loved it. There's nothing like drinking out of glass, especially in Japan. I think my husband started to notice that he was going through the packs of straws, and it wasn't about the waste, but it was just about the money. I mean, one pack of about 20 smoothie straws would be a couple dollars. And so he finally got to this point where he just didn't want to spend any more money on straws. And then I think he started to get jealous of my straw, and sometimes he'd use my straw for his smoothies if I wasn't having one at the same time. So one day he was kind of complaining about not having a straw, which I was thinking, great, this is like super progress. And so I just said to him, would you like a straw? And he said yes. So we ordered him another straw. Now we both have glass straws, and he no longer thinks it's weird or extreme or anything. I think he really enjoys his straw, so that's my most memorable moment. The next question is, what is your favorite bulk purchase? Now, we don't have any bulk bins or bulk shops in Japan that I know of, especially in my area. I'm quite rural. So my favorite bulk purchase would be ugly fruit. Now, the Japanese don't really like to have imperfect looking fruit, anything with blemish, or perhaps it's a little old. So I can actually buy lots of this at the fruit stand down the street from my house for very cheap. So I happily do that. It saves on a lot of packaging and it saves a lot of money too. The next question is, what is your most recommended zero waste item? For this question, I'm gonna go with these cloths. I think they're called Ochiwara dusters. I'm not sure. I got them at Muji, and the cool thing about these is that they're made from bits of cotton that would be like leftover from clothes that couldn't be used for anything else. So they've kind of like recycled them into these cloths. And the cool thing about these is I haven't been using paper towels for a couple of years now, and when we first came to Japan, we were just using our tea towels or our dish towels, and they were getting really dirty and kind of unsightly from the constant use. We only had 4 of them. So when I picked these up, now I can use these forever for whatever I would use a paper towel for, and then I can just throw them in the wash. And it saves a lot of the wear and tear off of our tea towels. And so I think they're a really cool purchase, but only $5. The last question is, what keeps you motivated? What keeps me motivated is trying to reduce the environmental toxins and plastics in my home and in my environment and in the world. I think they're absolutely terrible for our health. I don't think our food should be coming in this stuff. It's totally unnecessary, and the fact that it all just ends up in landfills is just adding insult to injury. So I have a huge interest in functional medicine and health, and that is what keeps me going. Alright, it's tag time. I'm going to tag NeliaRose. I know she has a lot more experience and knowledge on this topic than I do. I'll really be looking forward to hearing what she has to say on this topic. If you'd be interested in me doing kind of a mini series on the steps that I continue to take towards a zero waste lifestyle, kind of break it down step by step, then please leave a comment, and that's something I would be able to do very easily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.